Good evening, everyone. So, in previous class, we have learned that triggers. So, triggers are the special types of stored procedures. So, that will be executed automatically based on the events. So, event means update, delete, insert, so DML commands. So, we have seen that before insert trigger in last class. So before insert trigger means we are validating the data and setting the default values before the actual insertion of the operation. So here yesterday we have done that customer's age verification. So today I am going to show you how to update the before trigger. So before update trigger means so checking the data integrity, modifying the data before it is updated. So how to set the value before it is updated? So I'm showing, I will show you that. I'm creating a new database for triggers. So if we can understand easily without confusion. Database database name. I'm creating triggers. Zero errors. I'm creating the table. Create table. Table name. ID, integer, and name, varchar data type. So I'm department. I'm taking the varchar data type and salary float. So here I'm taking the column names. So here we have to enforcing the salary. So if we are inserting the salary greater than 15,000, it has to be 15,000. So after the before the insertion. So just I'm creating the trigger to see that. So we have to use the delimiter when we are writing the multiple SQL statements. So delimiter will execute that statements without errors. So I'm creating the trigger name. So I'm taking enforce max sal. So here our action is before update. So here before update. So yesterday we have seen that before insert. So here I am showing you before update. So before update on employee, our table name for each row. Begin. So if new dot salary, if new salary greater than 15,000, so it has to be, so it has to set 15, so 15, 1,50,000. Then I'm setting the value, set new dot salary equals to 15,000, sorry, 1,50,000. So I'm ending the if condition and begin end. So give the delimiter. So one error, we got one error. So by using the delimiter, so it will execute, so it will create, see that it has, the trigger has created with the name imports maximum salary. So here I am inserting some values. Insert into employee ID, name and department, salary. Values, ID something I am taking 1 and name Ram I am taking. Department, HR department. Salary I am taking 50,000. So next record I am taking 3 lakhs. So here I am inserting the salary column, so value in salary column as 3 lakhs. So it has to, so here I am created trigger that, so when we are inserting the value above 1,50,000, it has to be, so it has to be 15,000. Just insert the value, 0 errors, check once. So retry the data once, select asterisk from employee. From EMP, I am giving. So see that here I am updating the value. So why? Because we have created the event before update, right? So we have to update the value. So update table name, set salary equals to something 5 lakhs, where ID equals to 1. See that. So again, you have to retrieve the data to see the result. So see that for ID1, it has updated to 1,50,000. So in the trigger, we are setting the value like 50,000. So here also, so for ID1 it became 1,50,000. So here I am creating the trigger for deletion. So before deletion, already we have our employee table, right? So I'm copy and so here I'm changing the trigger name after deletion. So here, sorry, before deletion. So here we have to change the action name before delete on EMP table. So begin and end. So here you have to change. Old or department. So if it is new, you have to take the new department something. So here already we have inserted some values. We have inserted 192 records, right? So that values are Volt. So here I'm setting the message. So if Volt or department ID, then signal SQL state 45,000. Set message text. So cannot be. So I'm setting the value as cannot be delete employees from IT department. See that. So here I have created the trigger. Just refresh the object browser. So just I'm checking that. So I'm deleting the record from IT department. Delete from EMP where ID equals to something 2. So it has whatever we have set the message. So cannot be delete the employees from IT department. It has to display that message. See that. So cannot be delete employees from IT department. So in this way, we can triggering from one table to another table. So from one table. So now I'm showing how to insert and update in another table. So audit table. So here I'm creating the new table. Create table. Table name. ID integer. Name varchar data type. Department. Varchar. Salary. I'm taking float. So 0 errors. So now I'm creating another table. After insert. Create table. Employee audit. So I'm taking second table, audit table. ID. So I'm setting the values automatically. If we are changing in the employee table, so it has to be automatically added into the employee audit table. So just I'm taking audit ID, integer, primary auto increment. So I'm taking auto increment. So here I'm taking ID, integer, name. So just I'm taking ID, department, salary. So next I'm taking change date. So I'm taking timestamp. I'm setting the value as default timestamp. Default current timestamp. I'm taking date functions from date functions. Zero errors. So I have created two tables, employee and employee audit. Here I am creating trigger, delimiter, create trigger, trigger name. So trigger name is after insert. So here our action is after insert on EMP, something employee. Our table name employee. So next for each row, so begin. So in the begin you have to write the insert query. Insert into employee audit. So when we are inserting the values into the employee table, so it will automatically adding into the employee audit table. So here I am inserting ID and department and salary. Values, new dot ID, new dot department, new dot salary. Then end. So just use delimiter. So just refresh the object browser. After insert. So just insert the values into the employee table. Insert into employee. So here ID and name, department, salary. Values ID 1 I am taking, name, now I am taking. So next one department, IT, salary 50,000. Insert the value. So here I have inserted just to retrieve the data from employee audit. So select star from employee audit. See that. So automatically updated to the employee audit table. So here we are inserting the value after insert based on the after insert event. So next one, I'm showing you half after update. So just I'm copy. I copy the data. So create trigger here after update. After update. After update on employee table. So here just create the trigger. Refresh object browser. So see that. So trigger has created with the name after update. So here just retrieve the data from the employee table. Select star from employee. See that. So one record is there. So here I am updating the value. Update employee set salary. I'm updating up to with the 60,000 where ID equals to 1. So again you have to retrieve the data from the employee audit table. Select star from employee audit. See that. So it has updated with the 60,000. So it has display audit ID is automatically generated and change it also generated automatically. So here I am deleting the value after deletion. So how to use, I am showing that after delete the records from the EMP table. So here I am taking the action after deletion. After delete. So after delete on employee table. So here you have to take the old IDs. So already we have inserted in previous query, right? So here you have to take the old ID. So old ID, old department, and old salary. So here I'm taking after delete. Just retrieve the data. So here I have created the trigger with the name after delete. So here see that after delete has created. So here I am deleting the record. Delete from employee where ID equals to 1. So it has automatically added to the employee table. See that. So check that in employee audit table. Select star from employee audit. See that it has deleted. So deleted the ID. So in this way we are using the triggers. So this is the last class. So go through the syntaxes and practice well. So thank you so much.